Jackson. On behalf of my co-hosts Isaac Simpson and Maria Perry, I'd like to welcome you to this episode of Short on Shorts. Our special guest reviewer this week is Samm Levine, an actor and producer best known as Neil Schreiber on Freaks and Geeks. And today we're reviewing The Irrational Fear of Nothing, directed by Paul Trillo. Make sure to check it out before watching our review. The link is in the description below. Enjoy the movie and our review.
Our first film of the day is The Irrational Fear of Nothing. It is Kevin's pick. It is written and directed by Paul Trillo, starring Michael Puzo. It is produced by the camera company Olympus. We quite frequently get branded content on this show, and this is another example of it. It is a first-person narrative that follows literally every move and thought of a neurotic commercial actor navigating New York City. He delves into his past in vignettes and tries to change his way of thinking.
Yeah. That
Kevin.
sounds...
I think he said it all. Let's move on to the next film.
It struck me as like a completely unfunny and scary episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm.
All right.
Is that fair to say?
That's very fair.
Yeah, you can say
That's
whatever you
super
want.
fair.
Okay.
I mean, I picked this film for two reasons. I picked it because of the neat gimmick of it. I wish they had done a little bit better job of hiding the fact that the camera was attached to him. But it was still sort of a neat way to look at a film. We did review that one film, the God View film.
Yeah.
So it was similar to that, but obviously this was a different perspective. And the other thing is that, at least, maybe I'm crazy, but I have a monologue going through my head all day long. So, and a lot of it has to do with the neuroses and that sort of thing. And I think probably most of us do on some level. And so I appreciated that. And there are actually times that I thought it was genuinely funny.
So you really sympathize with this pathetic, terrible character.
Absolutely. I definitely sympathize with anything pathetic.
Thank you, Isaac.
Okay. Not just sympathize, I empathize. I understand being pathetic. Very, very well.
No.
Thank you for sharing.
No. I won't sit here and allow this sort of talk.
Thank you for sharing, Kevin.
But no, in total seriousness, I think we all, like I said, I think we all know what it's like to have that monologue and have these crazy things that are just running through our heads.
Are you
all
Jewish?
the time? I am not. I
Whoa.
have no
I know, right?
excuse.
I know.
I have
Whoa.
no
He's
excuse.
the most Jewy guy.
By the way, I know. This is the second time in my life I've been accused of being Jewish. but no.
Second. I'm surprised
Okay.
it's not more.
Yeah,
I
believe
mean-
it or not, I'm a goy.
I think my people kind of have we kind of own neuroses, but in your case, I'm gonna let you have some.
That's so kind of you.
Yeah.
Well, it's the least I could do.
Yes.
It seems like you're really connected with this film.
I did. It was a lot of fun. If I had a criticism of it, I think that the ending was a little bit too predictable. It was a little bit too, yeah, of course he went that way, right? There is a little bit of a twist at the end, but it's not a particularly surprising twist. But by that point, if you liked the film, by that point it doesn't matter. It was a good film. It was fun.
But it really wasn't. It was sort of like I didn't even really understand the whole past thing, and he's trying to do some time travel past.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
with
That
the
doesn't even
woman.
come into it until the end.
Yeah, but that
right?
just seemed like a total fizzling to me.
Yeah, the end is a
there really
little
was
bit,
no plan.
it leaves, the end could have been stronger, but the basic premise of the whole thing, this guy who's dealing with his neuroses, dealing with that little voice speaking to him constantly, that was entertaining, and it's something that I think a lot of people can relate to, for sure. And he executed it pretty well.
And I liked it, despite it being a film specifically about neuroses, they didn't go out of their way to make them feel heavy-handed. It didn't feel really gimmicky and really kind of gross the way a lot of those things will feel.
Yes.
They did just enough so that it's empathetic? No?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's empathetic, but it's not ostracizing. So you don't feel like, oh, well, that's something that I'm not. That's something I could never be.
Sure.
You could totally see yourself in those shoes.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, I think neuroses is something that's very easy to make fun of, and a lot of times pieces that deal with that are just making fun of it, and this doesn't. This definitely feels like they were they were trying to entertain for sure, but they were also trying to do it in a way that was truthful, that was organic, that felt honest.
I will say though that wrinkle in the middle of his back from the camera rig definitely was like triggering all of my neuroses. I just wanted to reach out and straighten it, and I couldn't.
That technique where the camera is attached to the actor,
Right.
to my memory, Requiem for a Dream, 2000's Requiem for a Dream, was that the first time we saw that rig used, or can anyone remember us?
I cannot remember anything before then. No, but
All right, so
I'm
then
sure
I guess then it's still
You win.
in its infancy.
Yeah.
This technique, and I don't know. I think it works well when done correctly.
I definitely prefer it behind. Like, you've seen the rigs where people are like, the camera is down here and they're running and you just see their face, and that
Right.
always, like, that shot alone will skeeve me out beyond anything else.
See, we all do it now though at home without even realizing it. Now that we've all got the iPhones.
right.
Yeah, but we're all
That's
smart
very
enough to shoot from high angles. It's the ones down low where you're looking up their nose where I'm like,
Sure.
nope, sorry,
Well,
can't do it.
Yeah, it's like when you accidentally press flip and your phone's down here and you're like, oh my God.
Well, kids
I'm
at
so
home.
ugly.
That has
you
never
know?
happened to me.
The next time you want to freak someone out when you're FaceTiming with them, just hold that phone right up here, just lock your arm, and then just start spinning around the room.
Good
That's my
advice.
gift to you.
That is a
Thank you so
fantastic piece of
Yep.
advice.
Okay. Well, this film was, check it out. I don't know.
Yeah, don't
Kind
get
of
too
a
excited,
meh,
okay?
Kind of an average.
Don't watch it if you're in a weird mood. Is that fair to say? Like if you're in a good mood, check it
Yeah.
out. But if you're like feeling down on yourself, like you're in your own head that day, watch the other ones.
Yeah, yeah.
Or
That's totally
fair,
fine.
right?
It just won't change anything. So
It's like
just-
don't do acid when you're in a bad mood. It's the same
Yeah.
sort of
This is-
idea.
I was giving
Yeah.
it too much credit to call this acid. But anyway, all right.